Welcome back to the final whistle, and we are eventually now back here at home at the LNER Community Stadium for tonight's top of the table clash, where York City, who currently occupy first place unless anything has happened in the other games, welcome seventh place Southend United. Um, we come in on the back of 4 wins, so hopefully we have the momentum there to push on for number 5. And our last game was a first ever win away at Sutton. So we should hopefully win this game. The goals that game were courtesy of Hiram Boten, who scored his first goal for the Minster men. And of course, do I even have to mention his name? Mr. Ollie Pearce. Of course, Southend, on the other hand, come into this game with 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 games. Also beating Sutton in the league for last time out. Their last actual game was Bath away in the FA Trophy, but of course, as York get knocked out, but I don't really care about that. Southend's Andrew Dallas, who currently sits on 7 goals, could be a threat for the Minster men's defence. So we are probably going to be man-marking him all the way back to Roots Hall. Also, Gus Scott Morris could also be a threat with 9 goals from the defensive positions that he does play. Previously, in the last 10 minutes between the two clubs, we have 10 meetings. This has resulted in 4 wins, 2 draws, and most recently a 0-0 earlier in the season. The lineups have not yet been announced, so we will come back due to the power of editing when they are. So I'm also joined here by Sam from Yorkshire Toffees. How are you doing today, mate?
Oh, good, thank you.
So, of course, we've talked about Ollie Pearce today. How do you think he can influence the game going forward against quite a weak Southend defence? I think they're going to bring here to the LNER Community Stadium tonight.
I do feel like he's going to get another couple of goals tonight. He's on good form at the minute, scoring. I want to say
22 goals. I do believe.
22 goals, I think
it's
it
either
is.
21 or 22 with his goal away at Sutton.
22.
Well, is it 22?
Yeah,
Fine.
I'm pretty sure it's 22.
Why he should have more subscribers. I'll link his channel down in the description below. Of course, me and Harry did talk about Harrison Mail. Who do you think can also influence the game to a high standard tonight?
Josh Stones, I think.
Yes.
I definitely think Josh Stones.
Of course. Josh Stones, the typical number 9 in football, now holding the play up for Ollie and getting a few goals himself. How many, if any, do you think he'll get tonight?
Hopefully 2 or 3, I hope.
So you thinking this could be quite a high-scoring game for the Minster men tonight?
Yes, I do.
Honestly, if it is, I would be happy. That would be great YouTube content. So, I'm also joined by a very special guest, Harry Kilner. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing very good, mate. How about you?
Yeah, can't complain. If you don't know who Harry is, you've been living under a rock for the last few years. He's also like a non-league creator who's... did you come 2nd or 3rd of me content creator of the year?
I got to the final of it.
Final.
My name was called up, and it was someone called Harry Scarf, but
Oh,
fair play to him, though. It's fine.
I mean, so if you haven't seen his videos, I'll leave a link to the description and you better subscribe to him, otherwise I won't be very happy. No, so of course you have been to this magnificent stadium before.
Fantastic.
What are your thoughts on it?
Well, it's very unique, like very recently built. It's got it keeps the atmosphere in well, especially with South Stand and
where we are.
Yeah.
So of course, when you think of York City, who's the first player which comes to mind?
Ollie Pearce.
Yeah. He is arguably the best striker this season and last season in the National League. Unfortunately, we all know how last season ended for us. That was a depressing drive home listening to Shed 7. So, the next question. Do you think York have enough quality to eventually go up this season?
I think they do. But the only problem is, I feel like Rochdale have these games in hand. And if they, but the thing is, they've got to play midweek as well.
Yes,
so
tired legs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if that catches up with them, York have a good chance. Yeah.
Of course. Also, last season we did play a Manchester-based team here in the playoff semi-finals, and then they invaded after the second goal.
Yeah.
Of course, Mark Kitchen, the current York City defender, was playing that game for Oldham. So, do you think the draw of the fans, because of course you focus more on the fan side of things, do you think that has an effect when players choose their clubs?
Well, it depends if they're like the main rivals, but especially a club like York City, like when you got the opportunity to play for a big club, like in the National League, a team that's going to go up, a budget team, and like they've got a bright future, a brilliant manager. It's just what you want to play under. Yeah.
I mean, of course, Oldham do have, what's his face? He's so irrelevant, I forgot what he's called. He's useless anyway.
Yeah.
He got lucky last season. Of course, York City currently third in the National League coming into this game. We did start the weekend off first, but due to Bournemouth and Forest Green both winning their games this afternoon, do you think we can reach the top again by about 8:15?
I think we can.
Yes.
Yeah. I think. Well, York have not lost for a bit, have they?
No, five games unbeaten if we win today.
Yeah. Well, last time I saw them lose was like against Scunthorpe, but since then it's like,
Scunthorpe. That was a bad game, wasn't it?
I know, yeah.
So thank you, Harry, for joining for the video, and I will link all his socials down below. Give him a follow.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, brilliant.
So I'm joined here today by fellow York City fan and script writer for this channel, Harry. Harry, how are you feeling today?
All right, bit optimistic. They're a tough side, Southend, I think, but I think we'll do well still.
What's your score prediction, and who do you think can affect the game going forward today?
I think it's going to be a bit of a tough game. I think it's probably going to be a 2-0 win, hopefully. Southend might get a goal, but I'm hoping for a 2-0, maybe a 3-0 win. And I think that Ollie Pearce will just be the star man again.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go this season and the last season talking about York City and not include Ollie Pearce in your conversation. How would you rank him striker-wise this season in the entire National League?
He's the top man. He's the best in the league.
He knows ball. So yeah, it'll be a very interesting game. I'm thinking it could be 3-4-0 because we are currently third, by the way. National League games have just concluded. That leaves York in third going into this game. Not first, as I previously said, so my fault. Of course, you got to think about Harrison Mayle as well, one of the better goalkeepers in the National League. He can and will affect the game in ways most people don't see. How do you think his ability to play out from the back will affect us going forward?
It always aids us really well. He always gets an attack going. He's always really good at that. He can make mistakes sometimes. We obviously saw in the playoff game against Oldham that didn't go well. Sometimes their mistakes can happen, but most of the time it doesn't. So hopefully he can aid in a few attacks like usual.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about goalkeepers in the National League, Harrison Mayle is quite underrated, I think. Because we all, if you're like a Halifax fan, you just focus on the mistakes, but that's not fair. So hopefully this will be a very interesting game, and of course we will bring you all the highlights on this channel. So the lineups are now out. Johnson is starting alongside Newby, Greg Ollie, Hiram Boten, Batty, Gray, Pearce and Stones play together. As you can hopefully hear behind me, the south stand is starting to fill up. We will be there soon. The defence is Kitchen Howe, probably Newby is a win back, and potentially Ollie. Skies Kenworthy, Fallowfield, Hunt, Brooks, Kin, Craig Hewitt and Williams, the newest signing from Yeovil Town, make up the bench. This will be one interesting game, and we will bring you all the match highlights on this video.
Oh, hurry.
So it's half time here at the LNER Community Stadium. Southend lead York City by 1-0. It's been disappointing. We are certainly missing Alex Hunt in the attacking option. Hopefully he does come on for the second half because we are definitely missing his attacking option.
Happy 50th wedding anniversary to Dorothy and Trevor.
Happy wedding anniversary. Hopefully we can score in the second half from the way we're playing. I highly doubt it. On to the second half. Let's get it. Come on, York. So that concludes tonight's match day vlog. York City 1, Southend United 1. Ollie Pearce with the only goal of the game for the Minster men on 87th minute. I will be doing a full in-depth match review either tomorrow or Monday, so keep an eye out for that. But if you like these match day vlogs, please consider liking and subscribing. Until next time. Temperature is just dropped in at York. It's just about -2. Hello, York. I wish I brought my gloves. Get up! We're good at getting unknown players, but good unknown players.
a ball into the box and then the ball into the goal. Corner. No. Well, we got a house simple Come on, do. Well, I mean, they are.
There's still time, yes, if I think you can.
When the
also he's a central defender. Well, he is. Just in case we get injured because maybe Warsaw, Felix around there. Potentially, Felix is more considerable amount of time. We just need that extra cover. Just get it in the box. Fucking hell.
Callum House now turned into a... Callum House turned into a